what you desire desires you, because everything that is external to you, that seems like it is external, is one and united in the mind of God. And this experience, we have falsely assumed that it's our experience and it is all about the ego mind, or that this is the experience of Adeel, and I have certain nationality, I have certain aspirations, I have certain limitations. No, it's not the experience of the ego self that we have identified with. It has always been the experience of the inner man, the essence of God within. And there are so many ways to say it, but Neville Goddard has said it the best. The inner man is the real self, the spiritual man, and which he says that God became man so that man may become God. And that is very true when you understand that there is just one life, there is just one consciousness out of which everything emanates. So the source of everything is one. So when it is said that what you desire desires you, in simplest terms it means that God has created many experiences, and God has individualized itself, source has individualized itself to experience those experiences from infinite vantage points that you can call yourself, your soul, or the inner man within. And when it is said that what you desire desires you, it is meant that the inner man is desiring the experience, and the experience is desiring this particular individualization of God to experience it, because that was the grand scheme. That was the whole point, for God to experience infinite experiences. So it has never been about you. I know it sounds weird, and like, oh, I was born in this country, or I have these desires, I it's all about me, it's all about. No, you were chosen to be born, your family was chosen, and your circumstances were chosen, everything was chosen for you to have a set of unique circumstances from where you will be able to experience unique experiences that are only possible if you're born in a certain family, in a certain environment, and in a certain world. So it has never been about you or about me. It has always been about the experience of the inner man. And that's a good news. That's not a bad news. A lot of people get terrified, or they get depressed, or I have seen a lot of people commenting under teachers who teach law of assumption, law of attraction. Oh, it's a scam, it's toxic positivity, this doesn't work, blah, blah, blah. Well, because it's all about the inner man, whatever the inner man believes to be true will become his reality. So you will have the experience of toxic positivity, you will be frustrated, you will be depressed, and you will experience the experience of a person who is limited in this world and who cannot have what they want. You see, we are infinitely powerful, and in the last video I said that the reason why instant manifestation, when I say instant, I mean you think about it and it happens, that doesn't work in this world, is because we are extremely immature. We have not mastered our imagination, and that's a gift, that we have a big buffer time. It's only that we truly believe in and spend a lot of time dwelling in a state of being or in a set of beliefs, that these beliefs take form in this world. So imagine we have absolutely very little control over the thoughts that we think, and we have a lot of negative emotions every day. If they were to manifest immediately, this world will be hell. So it's a gift that there is some delay, but you can manifest things in hours, in days, and very fast. I have experienced it myself. I thought about somebody that have had no contact for months, and this person texted me within few hours. So that was my proof, my literal proof that this thing works. So what I'm trying to say is that this is the experience of the inner man, and you are sort of directing the experience where it will go. So this terrifies some people. So they say, oh, I will have to be positive then all the time, or it won't work. If I think negatively a little bit, it will manifest. No, it is not like that. We have a lot of buffer time. It's only when you dwell in a state consistently that it manifests, or you have strong enough impact of something on your psyche. This is why when we watch horror movies or a movie that really impacts us, it usually comes in a dream immediately at that night. Dreams are higher dimensions, or some people say astral world, and it's a real experience. So you are kind of having that experience of the dream because it deeply impacted your subconscious mind, and you are given the grace of not experiencing that horrible dream in this world. So you just had a nightmare, you experienced it, and you woke up, and this world was unaffected. So we have a big buffer time. And coming back to the point that this is the experience of the inner man. And this terrifies people that, then I have a lot of power. Can I change my reality? What if that means I messed up my reality? Or I can change my world? That's a big responsibility. And so people get frustrated with the law of assumption as well, because they realize that their minds are not a nice place. Mine included. Our minds are not a nice place, and we have little control because we were never conscious about it. We never practiced it, so we realize how bad our thinking habits are. But again, coming back to the point, now that you know that what you desire desires you, it's sort of a guarantee that you will experience it, so long as you walk towards the direction in the mind of fulfillment. If you oppose it and you make it about yourself, which is your ego, you will oppose it by saying that it is not possible for me, it can't happen, I'm not smart enough, I'm not worthy, I'm not blah blah blah. But our ego fails to realize that this experience is not about the ego, it's about the inner man, and the inner man is one with God, and the experience is one with God. So the bridge is already there, the connection is already there. All we have to do is accept it. Accept it. When a desire is upon you, just accept it, assume it that it is done, and then start having an expectation that it will come in your world. Get excited about it, and it will show up. It sounds simple, but in practice it requires practice, because myself included, we are way too attached to the ego self, and we forget basically the inner man is on the back seat. Nobody cares about it. Most people are not even aware of it, and we're all about, how I must make it happen, or I must manifest this, or no, you have to do nothing. You just have to assume it and accept it, and then expect it. That's it. All work is done by God. We do nothing. We just assume, and everything shows up and plays its part. So it is to me it is very freeing to realize that I am not the one who makes things happen. God does it, and I have the essence of God within. So I've never been separated from the source. I've never been abandoned. I've always been connected, and all I have to do is just walk in the direction of the fulfillment and accept that it is mine and expect it's coming, and it will happen for me. Things will align. All the seeming impossibilities that that appear, the appearances will disappear. All I have to do is stop killing or stop sabotaging myself, my inner self, my real self, by the outer fake self. Because ego is just a mirage. It's helpful to navigate in this world, because that's part of the game too. Because if we came into this experience knowing who we are, then it wouldn't be fun, because it would be too easy. There would be no difficulty, no not authentic human experience. So, but over identification with the outer man and neglecting the inner man is, in my experience, my personal experience, the cause of all suffering. Because when I leave things on to the inner man, and I just accept things and move in the direction and stop checking the world every single second, that where is it, and just accept and expect it, it shows up very easily. I enjoy the journey, and when it's here, I'm pleased, and the inner man is pleased, and it's a joyous, happy experience. And I've tried to do things with the ego mind and my ego self. I have failed countless times, and we all have. And that's just all suffering is based on that. And so I guess this video was quite esoteric and abstract, but I hope I inspired you to get aligned with the inner man more and let go of the outer man's limitations. And maybe your life will become more joyous and happy, and I wish that for everybody. And I wish that for myself too. I'm still learning and work in progress. But the more I do it, the more I trust the inner man, the more life becomes better and easy and joyous. So this is it for this video. Until next time, bye-bye.